morning, Gambian music lovers. Welcome to the very first episode of The Spotlight here on Magic Radio 92.2 FM. I am your host, Isatou Sowe. Today we have a very special guest, someone who has been a household name in the Gambian music for years, T-Berry, who you may know from the famous Gambian group called the Nobles. So T-Berry is stepping into his solo music career and is about to launch his first solo album. Later in the show, we'll play one of his new songs featuring Hussein Dada and Asedik, and we'll also take your calls and text messages so that you can ask T-Berry your questions live. So T-Berry, ñu ngi la welcome si suñ show bi tay moy The Spotlight, and how do you feel today?
Yeah, my name is good morning to each and everyone listening right now, and yeah, it's good to be here.
Thank you so much, T-Berry. So pour ñu dugga ci waxtaan bi bu baax xam nañ ne you are from a group called the Noble Nation. So just to tell us a brief about how the group came about and what the journey looked like ak lan moo la inspire pour nga mun a jël sa solo career right now.
Yeah, the group started as I was in Nigeria, when I came to the Gambia. That was 2013. Then I was introduced to Aya, then to Pablo, but I know Pablo before Aya, before I traveled to Nigeria. But when I came back, I was introduced to Aya. Then we started as doing for fun, doing music for fun. Then it came to a point that most of the boys under live then they went Bagwe. Bagwe we tang on time around 2014-15. But we decided to stay and chase this dream, So for a long time, even we moved out from Nema. But when you get in the all together, everything to cut the story short, Monega come the community Nema Kunku. So I was in Nema Kunku. No one they come before they support each individually, as an artist. They want us to come together, then we can represent the neighborhood. So for a long when you get Japanese and you get Mbolo, we do the league as Nobles. Then I think 2015 we were called Street Hustlers back then. But 2015 they rebrand today called Nobles. Then that was when Pablo stepped in. It was amazing. It was more of it was beyond brotherhood. It was more like a bone, we share everything together. We've lived together for over a decade, over 10 years. No decade together. Every day, it's the same person. But the final to a point where I'm got responsibilities more, we take part, then I travel with them US. Pablo Munfi, he's doing his stuff on the other side. So I'm no more inspired when you're deaf. That solo career right now. But it wasn't planned. It just happened naturally. It happened. I travel and because of his responsibilities, Pablo likewise. So and music is who I am. Music choose me.
So come now explain right now. You guys have been living together for a long time.
A decade.
Yeah.
A decade, yeah.
All right. So yan sa relationship bi right now naka la mel because yo jël nga sa yoni bopa people like Aya tamit jël na yoni bopa maso.
Yeah, we still communicate time to time, because responsibilities, like I said, it's more, on a different way. Because remember, we were you wake up, you see the same face, but now, from time to time on the phone, boy, cool, we do check on each other, we're cool,
So, so in a group, the challenges might not be much because Yen is a team.
Yeah.
But right now, you as an individual person, so what are the major challenges you have in the
the biggest challenge is the finance, because Sangasino group, you're in the Kimu, the Fagana or Bari. But now you have to do it totally funded. Everything sabopala, you have everything, Halis Bubuga def, for Monica challenges. But for me, the Fagana OF when it comes to work on the work ethics. Because Puduga studio, them studio, you don't need to contact anybody. I'll just wake up, my whole bella best, my whole my mood, my vibe, the condition I am. Let me just anytime I feel like going to the studio, I'll go to the studio. I don't need to consult anyone, So it's the finance part is much challenging, but it's much easier for me, the solo career when to, putting def logo def freely.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's right now. It's much more easier.
So for there is a possibility pour si kanam comme let's say Aya su ñip si waté pour ngeen ñëwaat come as one together and sing a song.
Yeah, it's music. Don't wanna know. It's nothing. There's no bad blood between us. Come circumstances more actually, like, so ñu ñëpp dañ ko jël in a good faith ñu ñaanal ku nekk tamit, you know, because this is what you want to do, because we all started come as a phone, then mu started paying off. So mu ñëw même accept fii kay dañ ko jël in a good faith, ñu accept ne comme lii la yàlla dogal rek, you know, but as long as ñu ngi dunda kay we are doing, everybody is doing music, but yàlla there's a possibility, inshallah.
So gis nañ ne depuis nga jël sa solo career bi the first song you released was danga ko feature ak Asedik ak Hussein Dada, so mën nga ñu just wax naka la collaboration bi ñëwee about?
Yeah, you know, man, I've started writing this album I think last year. So when I wrote that song, the first person that came to my mind was Acidic, because Acidic and us, we have been working anytime, even the era of Nobles, anytime from the message studio for the fake Acidic is a producer. He started as a producer. So Acidic, but I always used to remind him that anytime I'm writing a song, but song will be all classic is. So after I wrote the song, I only wrote like 2 verses, but I'm gonna record Ben verse, boy, he came back, gave me $1 million hook, you know, send my hook direct. So instead of me writing 2 verses, so I was like, you know what, because back then Acidic had a song with Hussein already trending. So man, let me bring Hussein, because one time I'm hopping on in a new beginning when it comes to like a career solo. So I need to step on something. The I'm guide, I'm step into the game as a solo artist. So Madama Indi Hussein, and shout outs to Hussein, he also came and do this thing. You know, everything happened organically, to be honest.
Yeah, and indeed it was a nice song. So and later on you released song Butuda Ngunu Ngunu.
Yeah.
Song bobu num ñëwé about?
Ngunu Ngunu. You know, come I think I wrote this song when we were recording the Bukanom EP with Nobles. Dama ko record lu yaga, but hanga music song bu nekk dafa am momentum. You know, you don't force music. So the final after I released the song with Acidic Hussein, come over with everybody ngunu ngunu yi. Dañu kon Tiberi, this Tiberi is better than the other Tiberi with ni Tiberi nale. So ngunu ngunu hanga fine, but they can't, you know, they're not bold enough to open up a program on Tiberi is Lee, specifically Lee more than happen. So all the side talks were too much and hunger. So and they can be simple and guy maybe say ngunu ngunu. They know straight topic, we know straight to the point. They will just be side talk. No money never disturb even right now, so they can be, you know, because if you come together and work as one nation, then eradicate nobody like happens to be they can be. But everybody is just ngunu rek mo neka hanga. So be guy like jaglal, you know.
Mado guy ako.
Yeah,
ngunu. Seriously, so tell us about sa coming album bi la moo tax nga bëgg a génne an album and ban message nga foog ne fancy boobu la ñoo jëlee si sa album bi?
Yeah, because it's gonna help people ñu nga xam ne comme once, like, you can fall down but never lay down, you know, you can go down, you know, due to circumstances, but doesn't mean that's the end, you know. So lola le can eradicate. I'm trying to teach that because experience is part of success, you know. There's a lot of people who have with their experience and their negligence in game be the affects the game be. Government industry the body you have come I'm not experience, but they're not given the chance to, you know, come implement their experience or teach a lot. So man, and secondly, the album, I named this album after my first daughter, you know, as a album.
That's nice.
Because dama sante Yàlla bu baax a baax, because during travel during the crisis of Nobles, so ma sëy toon ni ma doon sëy tey, you know. So dama sante Yàlla bu baax a baax ma sëy, ma am jabar, ma am doom, xam nga. So it's just me pouring the love with my family. And ma tuddee ko suma doom, but yeah, I'm the mover, you know. So that's my wife. Tuddee ko album bi, ma ko no.
Exactly.
Dafa started si xale bi, you know. Dafa started si as a album, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So that's nice. So ban way si album bi nga foog ne like fans should be more excited on?
The whole song, because I released the first song, single from the album, Kanadanko. We went crazy. Ngunu the same thing, you know. So I have so many surprises on the album, but I'm looking forward to. There's a song I did with Rebellion, Mama song. You know, I did a culture song also with Nyancho and King Kasakabi. You know, a lot of surprises, to be honest, because the album is diverse. Album is kuneka, different genres. join together into one masterpiece. So album could have your all type of vibe, whatever you want to listen to.
I can say that because album bi man bu mako started di deglu di fi nga ma ñamale man mo I can't wait. So gis nañ na tamit yaa ngi prepare to have a concert.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the concert? Because gis nañ ñaari song nga génné wagum. So what are the fans expecting?
Yeah, I'm dropping the album next month, November, prior to our concert be. And concert be because Berry Nation, like Yamfa, you know, shout to you, Isa, you know, Berry Nation, you might inspire me of concert. Because at first I wanted just to listen the album, but feedback more from my fan base, you know, Berry Nation, Berry Queens. It's only right to do the album concert, you know. So my code Serekunda is Park B, you know, opposite Buffer Zone, December 25th, Christmas Day. You know, I'm inviting each and everyone to come and support, you know. Come Kalen you get the word Sindombi, you know. Sindombi asa, you know. It's me coming back to the fans, pro again come. Yeah, we are back.
You guys are back.
Yeah, we are back.
So now it's how do you see the current state of the music, like the Gambian music?
Yeah, Gambian music right now it's like if there's a lot of growth, you know. It's just that the kinda, you know, it's shifted only on one side, based on the audience. Like crowd pulling is there 100%, but the quality to sell international, more right now because the amount of quality. Because I can remember we went to Boom TV. Them on MTV base, them on Trace. But now, you hardly even watch Gambian music video on MTV base, wala Boom TV. Quality. When they enjoy we are not spending enough on music videos now. Because I remember around 2019, per se, you don't Guinea Halis 200,000 they spend on the music video. But now, you go to music, now the music video is less than 100,000. So the quality always counts, you know, and no money. And secondly, time it come, we have to tap into another market. I've seen a lot of people considering Senegal as a market. Senegal is not our market because Senegal, Senegal, Gambia is their biggest market. Senegal, anytime they open market for Gambian music is dead for the industry because for some music we have more gonna selling than Senegalese music. Senegalese music, the Mbala song, even the artists that do urban music, they can't even penetrate in Gambia, talk less of outside Senegal. So, I remember them see ala usunya sinyo daf ñu day wone comme yalla ko yalla jégal musique Gambia ñom Youssou Ndour fi lañ tibé di ñew ondam Moussa Ngom di ñew di sédal ñoo sen rehearsals di carré they get inspired from there ñu yobbu ko Senegal. But légui why can Senegalese artists, Senegalese, and Gambia, this is the question I used to ask every time. And there's no Gambians in Senegal, they're into music and they can bring Gambian artists to Senegal.
Yeah, because most of the time, it's an artist you have to do.
Wow, why is an artist you feel Gambian promoters in Indi? But why can't our own Gambian promoters in Senegal, why can't they bring Gambian artists? Well, Senegalese artists, Senegalese people in Senegal in general, they don't listen to Gambian music. They listen to Gambian music, but the industry, communication industry is strictly and strictly for Senegalese artists and other nationalities outside, but not Gambia. Because best Senegal Ubiniyon, RIP to Senegalese music. I will not say it affected my career because man, like I said in the beginning, it's now giving me the free will to explore my craft, you know, to the free way of like working right now. Affected me, to be honest. You know, the beginning it was because it wasn't expected. But don't I couldn't accept challenges. Lu hapon na nga hamne come yala lila dogal and I have to move on. You know? So man it just happened suddenly. And which I was surprised, but it doesn't affect me. You know. Nobles to come back as a group, there's possibilities, high possibility. But man, do not stop from, you know, building my brand as Tiberi. Yeah.
Okay, so you continue to question. See, what advice would you give to the young Gambian artists who want to build a long-lasting career?
Yeah, I would like the first advice I would give them is be humble, you know, be respectful, because music journey is not. We didn't go venture into music school, but sometimes we don't joke from Newagungu, we then be Jimpex. see that Usinya senior music school ambi, you know, just for advice, see how they do the thing. Then anyone who have been doing music before us, you know, them we want to do something, but we don't have much idea on how to do it or how to execute things. So then you them from new questions. We go there, you know, look for advices. From sin papa daddy then you want to come music yon la. But so never see video on we don't ham. So you always look for advices, you know. There's always room for development and improvement. But you have to you know, you have to reach out to people that have been doing it before you. Gonna solidify sa bopa, muna build a craft. Because music never come muna record time, muna hit song.
I'm not going to gis sa bopa in the next 5 years. Yeah,
in the next 5 years, man, I see myself like the international artist. You know, because the experience is there. I've been to Demona Nekona Nigeria, but through music in Nigeria, we opened up for Burna Boy and Wizkid in Abuja, came back to Lagos. We've worked with the likes of Inyanya, you know, Zlatan, Global Stars, and even the guy that produced Burna Boy song, yeah. You know, we've worked with all these guys. These guys, they're like the experienced guys. You know, come the experience is there. Right now, it's just me. That's why I came up with this album to connect and network, you know, especially the Casamas here. Man, even Casamas is international, you know. They feel left out, but international, you know. So, man, I'm trying to channel even this Casamas and the Caribbean, you know. There's a lot to be expected, but in the next 5 years, I'm gonna be a global star, inshallah.
Mune, what are you doing so to sell your upcoming show?
I have a movement, you know, Berry Nation, you know, they're also doing their part on the start, but most of the time, most things I'm doing right now, it's, you know, groundwork, going to the neighborhoods, you know, hood to hood door, you know, mingle people, because come Gambia feel like you boy TV, they're cool boy, so man, I take that opportunity to make sure they come, because before they come to your show or something, or they get convinced, you have to reach out to them personally. So right now, you know, I'm doing everything on the ground right now, but by next month, you start going well on social media and everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So in your opinion, what makes a Gambian artist stand out internationally?
In my own opinion,
yeah,
branding one. You know, you have to like, if you appear, they have to know that this key
artist
la de.
Anybody.
Never anybody, because let me take myself as an example. Man, I come with big pants, you know, LL Cool J, you know. So Kuma gets the family key. A normal guy will not just like this, you know. Secondly, time when come the sound we never def. I've seen you know Gambian music for our own sound Gambian music for our own sound and I mean we are not African music to venture into African music. We are all Africans. Amul ben sound bu wara ñom outé the only thing mo nekkal we have our local language that identify us. Lolu kese daf ñu represent. We have our own local instruments they can represent us, but us to create our own genre, nah. We have to hop on the international genre that's happening representing African music then to stand out. But the quality of music videos quality music video in the Guinea a quality products because sometimes then we have producers who have the artists, the software and everything. Not exactly the quality we never am outside, but at least match. But visuals is what sells. Because I can remember when they made Nigeria MTV based, then them dual in video. You know, this one is qualified, straight, this one is qualified. But before we went to Nigeria, when we went to Guinea-Bissau, we were invited to perform at like 50,000 audience. When you in sound, they have to boost our song because of quality of our. So these are all things you have to come, you know, into international flavor required a lot of
but
these
for
things.
it was before because now this industry bit of like we have new people coming up with
but we are not shooting our music videos with red camera. These people they prioritize because they know their audience, they know what they feed to their audience, so they prioritize quality in all. Because so when you shoot camera, maybe I'm using a Canon or a Sony camera, but they could match requirements. You know, when you shoot with a red camera, automatically it's high standard because the resolution, everything is high, everything is standard. But so when you fini, I'm not even high standard. You play fini, so go upload even to YouTube. Bala Gambia fini, you go stream. Internet be never share. So bala ñu ko stream daf lay yàgga because of the quality of the video. So dañoo stream tuuti rek maybe internet bi jeex wala ñu stream tuuti ñu gis ne comme lii mu ngay jël too much of their internet. They will not stream it. So loolu tam ñu sonal, you know. But all this thing is standard and quality.
So madam, we can say the like some videos you are they'll be high quality.
No, I can't say that 100% because like I said, I'm building up. So more than them have high quality.
Low quality.
No, not low quality, but I do visualizer.
Okay.
Because now is the music world, people do visualizer. It's telling people that this is not the official video, but it's also a video that somebody can watch and enjoy and understand the song. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like we are almost at the tail end of the program. So bala ñu dem rek nga jox ñu benn freestyle rek.
But freestyle ngunu wala. For my whole life I never corny. Sang oh sang, you will see me coming. I pray to my God every morning. Nganyingol ja when it's too sunny. My balance is beer. Ngunu ye.
Thank you so much, T-Berry. So pour fu ñoo jeexale ak yow ban message nga am pour wax sa fans yi.
Dama bëgg a wax sama fans yi, you know, comme nañ keep on anticipating, you know, let them prepare for the album because, you know, this concert album bi dama ko génne next month, but concert bi it's gonna be me, you know, with the fans, connecting with the fans, you know, come. There are gonna be a lot of whole art exhibition. It's not only gonna be performance, but xam naa ne energy bi because man sama concert soo fayee sa ticket and yaa ngi si kanam nekkul di show di laaj delloo ticket nga génn si concert bi.
Nga ne wa?
Yes, you have to dafa reciprocate, you know, the energy. I'll give you energy you give, even though you buy a ticket, but we will not tolerate that. Dañoo génne dañ la mbég ñu génne la wala nga dellu si gannaaw.
Léegi ñu mënul fecca nag.
ñu mënul fecca dañoo try di jàng fecca di bi léegi. Yes, because it's very vibes, you know, very Juice, very Gaza, aka Mr. LL Cool J. Come ambience from the beginning to the end.
I see.
You know, not darling.
Alright, I think we are at the end of the program. So thank you so much, T-Berry, for joining us today on the Spotlight and sharing your experience in your solo music career.
I want to say one thing. Come, right now, there's a lot of things happening right now, and especially the media. Let's try to censor our media. Ñun ndaw yi ñu nga xam ne comme social media bi lu nekk di top, especially around this the word they used to say ka. One can't even focus on one sensitive topic because there was a time I think Halebugare on Maninari or something. People are mourning that, then one of a sudden something came. More distract. So every time the name distraction, but you see positive, we have to be so conscious and what are we trying to explore on this internet, because internet be internet be a lot of people outside they all kinds of things or putting out everything they want to put out on this internet because they're getting paid from the internet. You know, the comments, you know, the reactions, everything they're getting paid. But Gambia, you don't get paid. You only get like the comments and everything for one period, maybe 1-2 days, like them and move fade out. But then try to be positive. Mota, recently we dropped a song with ST Brika Boyo. That's what we're trying to send. That's the message we're trying to bring. Because an artist can do a mistake on the internet or something. I can pick up my phone, my call. Bro, liak, how more hell? You understand? Not on the internet cloud and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. Thank you so much. So to our listeners, don't forget to check out T-Berry's solo album when it drops and mark your register for his upcoming concert. So that's it for today's episode. I am Isatou Sowe and you have been listening to the Spotlight on Majak Radio 92.2 FM. Stay tuned for more stories from the talented artists shaping Gambian music.